has that been like?
Horrible. I mean, you have your good days and you have your bad days, and not thinking he was ever going to be found, and now having him found, having him accountable, that means the world to us, especially for Sarah. She deserved justice, and now she finally gets it.
Talk about some of the things you said to the judge in there today.
I struggled with the part about Sarah coming to me in my dreams and wanting me to tell him, Eswin Mejia, that she forgives him, because I don't, and eventually I may, but right now I don't. I was just so proud of my daughter to keep coming to me. I'm her voice, and if I did not make that statement, then I'm a hypocrite, because I've always said I am here to be Sarah's voice, and that was part of her voice and something she wanted known, so I let it be known.
And what do you think that law is going to mean, because it's going to help so many other people, all the work you guys did today?
I am hoping it will give others, I don't know how to word it correctly, because you don't want anybody to go through it to begin with, but I'm hoping they don't have to have that long drawn out process like we've had for almost 10 years. So, he was caught 9 years later, but he's been sentenced at the 10-year mark now. So
it was important for you not to give up.
Exactly. I've always been as a parent, we're always our children's advocate and always their voice. And so whether she's here or not, still have to fight for that. As a parent, you want to fight for what's right for your child and to get your child justice.
What do you think Sarah's going to tell you when she visits your dreams now?
I am hoping she's going to say, "Thank you, Mom. I am so proud of you, and I don't have to haunt you now because you did not leave out my words that I wanted you to say."
What did it mean to see so much support in the courtroom for you?
It was amazing, and that was the whole goal, was we needed people to be here to support Sarah. Yes, we are victims, but she's the true victim. Our life that we have to live without Sarah is difficult, but Sarah doesn't have a life to live, so we have to do these things to keep Sarah's memory alive and to get justice, which we got today for her.
What was it like seeing him in the courtroom today?
I seen him for the first time on December 1st, for the very first time in person, and that was hard. This wasn't as bad to see him in here because we knew justice was going to be served today, so I think I wasn't as shocked to see him for the very first time as I was that first time.
How was it hearing him recount the night in his own words of what happened?
There were some discrepancies there just from what we were told by the police, but what did get to me was his statement. I know people are going to say, quit being a dummy and falling for it, but it meant a lot to me to hear him take accountability, say he was a coward, because that was true, and for him to state that meant a lot to me. So
what did it mean hearing him say sorry, but then also getting to tell him that your daughter forgives him today?
I think for him to say sorry didn't mean as much to me because, again, it's just words. But for Sarah to come to me and want to forgive him is more meaningful to me, because I'm going to be a hypocrite for a minute. If Sarah can forgive him, I know eventually I can. I just don't do it right now. I choose not to do it, and maybe I will, maybe I won't. That's something I have to repent with God. But I'm glad that my daughter is big enough to be able to say that.
Michelle, how do you reflect on 10 years now that the sentencing hearing is done? This is like you said, a chapter closed, even though there's still a lot of pain still.
I think it's going forward. I'm not going to say it's going to be easier, but knowing that we've closed that chapter for getting her justice, then we don't have to fight that chapter anymore. Now we can concentrate on celebrating all those good times we had with her and doing our balloon releases and just, focusing solely on the good times with Sarah.
We talked about the support in the courtroom. You also got support, kind of at the federal level too.
Right.
And what's it mean to see Sarah's story kind of spread beyond Omaha here?
Has been incredible since day one from 2016 when it started getting into the national eyes. I remember my son saying to me, Sarah was always like, she liked a lot of attention. And my son said, you know, Mom, this was even too much attention for Sarah. She went like this, you know, but I didn't know any different. I just had to keep fighting to get justice for her because she was wronged. And in a sense, we were wronged because we shouldn't have had to fight this hard to get what we just got today.
What is your message? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. What was it like then having so many people on a national scale want to support this, want to support especially this trial as it came to a close?
It was incredible, and it helped us navigate through the process and everything that was going on that we didn't know how to navigate. We knew, we just assumed we knew the law. We assumed that if you're here illegally, you kill somebody, you're detained right away. We had no idea that was not a law. We had no idea that it needed to be a law. And so having those politicians and others help us navigate through and make laws was a great feat. We heard from Senator Ernst through a friend of ours and Steve King telling us they're with us and they love us and they're hoping for the best. So, there's still all of that, that goes on, as well as the Trump administration that still reaches out for things. So,
what does this ruling say to families who are now in the position you were 10 years ago, where they're waiting for that justice? What does this ruling say about just the future of Sarah's law?
I think it says don't ever give up. Don't let it's easy to try to do, you guys, it really is, because you feel like you're getting nowhere and you want to give up, but don't give up, because look at us 10 years later. Now we're getting justice. Now it shouldn't happen to another family because of Sarah's law being in Lincoln Riley's Act, but you just never know what's going to happen. So just keep fighting. Hound whoever you need to hound to keep it going.
Did you ever feel like in the midst of awaiting this that you were ever going to get to this place to actually see this?
No, I really never did. I actually back in, October, November, December of 2024, I had it almost like, I don't want to say come to a peace, but I almost let it go like I'm never going to get to see justice for Sarah on earth, but then our Lord is going to give the final judgment and justice to her. So I think I needed just to not hold on to that so much, and then once that happened, then all this other stuff transpired. So
you said that it wasn't closure, but it was this door closed. Do you think that there's a part of you that will be able to release a little bit of this pain moving forward?
No, because as I said in my impact statement, when you lose a child, I don't want to say lose because I didn't lose Sarah, she was killed. So when there's a death of a loved one, it's always hard. You always go through those grieving process, the emotions and everything.
Oh, FaceTiming it.
Joni Ernst?
Yes. We did it. Thank you, baby.
I love you, Michelle.
I love you, Senator Ernst. Thank you so much. So much. We got it done, and it couldn't have been done without you.
It was a whole team of people, Michelle. I'll let Marco know and Secretary know.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joni.
Yeah, you're so welcome. You're all welcome. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, the President, Christy Noem,
Yes,
Marco
she's
Rubio, yourself.
amazing.
Thank you.
I'll shoot the information that April just sent me. I'm going to send that to President Trump. I'll
Okay.
do that as
Well-
soon as I get off the phone.
You would have been
Thank
so
you.
proud of both of them.
Thank you.
So
You would have been so proud of both of them.
I am just so I admire your courage and your advocacy, and I just am so grateful that this day has come, and now we can continue to love Sarah, but a new chapter can begin now.
Yes.
You better believe it. And
Well,
thank you again, because you've helped us
You, my
so
president.
much.
You, my president.
Marco Rubio and Kristi Noem, they made this happen with law enforcement, federal, local, and the Honduran government. Thank you.
Good luck on the boat today.
Thank you.
Love you.
I'll talk to you later.
How about that, Michelle?
Okay, she became family. As soon as this happened and she started working with us, it became family. She became family, and she's never let up, even when I've wanted to let up. She still fought it for me every year. So,
You ready to get home and sit in that recliner and relax a little bit?
yes, and pray to Sarah like I was earlier today to give me the strength and tell her thank you for being here and supporting us so we could get through this day.
Scott, do you have anything?
What I just said to Joni Ernst, I want to thank our president, Kristi Noem, Marco Rubio, and federal and local law enforcement and the Honduran government. You know, they made it happen. Tell me, when do they fly a ICE plane with U.S. Marshals from Honduras to Omaha, Nebraska? It don't happen. It did.
You feel justice has been served?
My kid's not here, no. But it's something.
Yeah.
Didn't have nothing a year ago. I'm thankful for that.
How do you reflect on these past 10 years?
Do you have any children?
I do not.
When you have a children, you bury one, then you can tell me what it's like.
Difficult, but you did it.
Did you, at one point we talked about this earlier, did you feel like in the midst of waiting and seeing if this was going to happen, that there was a sense of losing some of that hope that justice, or at least a trial would ever be said?
Well, nobody's here. You don't know what's going on. If your mind wanders, it isn't like she died of cancer. Somebody killed her from this country and fled. All choices you make. And I'm not prejudiced. I'm a vet. My dad was a World War II combat vet. My mom come from another country, but come here legally. Did it the right way. And everybody who's doing that path, great. But bottom line is, if he wouldn't have been here, my daughter would be.
I think that's all I have.
Thank you for your service, Scott.
You bet. Thank you.